Hey everybody, welcome to GGS Railways. My name is Greg, this is my YouTube channel. Alright, tonight we're going to do something special, kind of fun. What we're going to do is we're going to do kind of a flashback video, and I'll explain what I mean by that here in a minute. But first, as you may have noticed, we just hit 62,000 subscribers. That's you guys. Thank you. So alright, with 62,000 subscribers comes some consequences, and they're good consequences. One of the consequences is that, well, you guys watch my videos, and that's cool. I like that. Thank you. But, you know, some of my videos are... So let me explain. Let me try to redeem myself just a little bit. So when I started my YouTube channel, I didn't actually start it for public. I started it because I ran out of space for train videos on my computer hard drive, and I needed a place to put them. YouTube, yay! Okay, I'll just keep them private. Well, I screwed that up, I messed it up, and somehow at one point in time I somehow universally made everything public, and fortunately there was nothing like super embarrassing on there, but you know, so anyway, so my point of that is that, you know, not all of my videos are, well, you know, they're not stellar, right? So alright, when I first started the YouTube channel, when I first started doing this, I wasn't of the confidence that I could talk or say anything. Boy, were those the days, right? So I made a video of this train that we see here on the track, and this is why I'm saying it's going to be kind of nostalgic, kind of fun. And I uploaded it as a short. Now, I don't really do shorts, so I'm not sure why that was, and I'll show you the video right here, and then it'll probably be somewhat self-explanatory why we're doing this tonight. So, all right, I believe the title of that masterpiece was "And Then There Was This," but if you'll watch it very closely, you'll see that I really didn't show you anything. And somebody today made a comment like, "Gosh, at this angle, I can't really see anything," and I didn't even realize what video he was talking about. I had to really look. I really had to really hunt to find this video, and I didn't know it was a short. And when I found it, I was like, "Wow, he's right." You can't tell a single thing. Now, to the point that, you know, I've gotten quite a few trains since this guy back in 2021, December 2021. So, I mean, finding this guy and figuring out what he was actually a challenge, because that video showed nothing. It didn't tell you anything. So, all right, let's get this zoomed in. We'll talk about what this is and why it's special. And yeah, we're going to talk about perspectives and train collecting and all kinds of fun stuff. Let's do it. All right, so had that short video, the literal short video, shown you anything, this is what you would have seen. So I really had to, you know, put on my thinking cap. I had to go back to my eBay history to figure out exactly what it was I bought. And there's some irony here, and there's definitely some perspective things that I want to talk about once we get finished talking about what this is. So when I first got back into the model railroading and decided to do the videos and so forth, it was about 2021, and for Christmas I wanted to do trains, and I had one, and this would have been the second train that I got. And so this guy was really special, and I wasn't familiar with eBay or prices or really anything. And this guy popped up, and I don't remember what he was, but he came with a transformer, some track, the locomotive, the tender, and these two cars, and we'll talk about that more in a little bit. But I mean, the price was like $100 for everything. I was like, man, that is a deal and a half. Why isn't everybody jumping on that? So all right, so let's talk about what we got. Now, just for the record, I was super excited. I was super stoked when I got this, and I mean, to this moment in time, I remember the feeling. And model trains, that's a lot of the charm of model trains is the memories. So all right, what we got was a Lionel 1061. This is known as a scout locomotive, and this is well, how do I say it? It's not the most desirable locomotive that you could buy by Lionel. Most collectors probably, if they have this in their collection, well, it's a fluke. All right, but I like him. I like him a lot. And anyway, so we got that guy, and then we got this metal tender here. It's not a whistle tender, and I don't know that this actually would have come with the 1061, and I'll talk about why here in a minute. Actually, probably these cars actually probably wouldn't have come with that. Anyway, all right, so and then we got a log car. This is not a dumping log car, and a couple of logs, and that's pretty cool. And then we got this kind of nondescript caboose here. Anyway, I like this stuff a lot. When I got this, I mean, I was ecstatic. So, why would a lot of model train collectors not think this is great? So, all right, the Scout locomotive was designed and built to be kind of a cheaper version, a more affordable version, if you will, of Lionel model trains. And this probably came out in the 60s, I'm going to say, maybe late 50s. And the problem with this guy is the motor is designed in a way that most people don't find it appealing. It makes a lot of noise. It doesn't, it sounds like it's kind of broken right out of the box. The reason I said it was ironic and probably didn't come with these cars is because the way this is designed, it doesn't have a lot of weight to them. So pulling anything beyond what you see here would be a fantasy. And actually, that's why I'm thinking that maybe these didn't come with it. Although, in the 50s, perhaps it did. So, all right. So, who wants to see it go? And I'll show you that, or you can listen to that famous Lionel Scout locomotive sound, and probably you'll figure out right away why a lot of collectors aren't just real keen on these. So, yeah. All right, let's try it. Let's do it. All right. So if you hear the noise, and that's normal. That's normal for this locomotive. All right, guys. So as you can see, it goes around the track pretty good. I was super thrilled when I got this, and you know, I didn't know that it was not, you know, catch me out or anything. And frankly, it didn't matter to me. So you know, maybe that's something to keep in mind when we're talking about model trains and, you know, values and so forth. So, all right, so this guy here, I don't believe he has a reverse function. I believe that later iterations of the Scout did. Well, I know they did. And they did it in a way that most people just don't really like as far as, you know, model train collectors go. That somehow a part of the motor actually would turn on the brushes or something. I'm not sure exactly how that works, frankly. I just know that it was an odd contraption. It didn't have an E unit, which, you know, would just change the polarity. So yeah, but I don't believe that this one has that. I think this is prior to that, and then I think the next year beyond this one, they came out with an E unit because people like to reverse their trains, but I don't think this one has it. Let's see. No, I think he's just forwards. Yeah, he's just forwards. So, all right. Very cool. So I've read a lot, or I've seen a lot of, I guess I didn't read, seen a lot of YouTube videos where they talk about this is the better, the better iteration because, you know, it doesn't have that reversing feature. You know, this is the simpler kind of, I guess they described it as almost bulletproof. So yeah. All right, very cool. So what do you think about this? I mean, you know, for $100 and my first, well, not my first train, but my first train when I got back into the hobby. I mean, this is awesome. So yeah. So all right. Well, I feel like we've kind of redeemed ourselves here a little bit as far as, you know, showing actually what it was. Now, I think the comment was, you know, the angle that you're showing it at is not showing me anything, or something like that. I mean, it may not have been quite that. But yeah, I'm 100% in agreement with that comment. So let's see if we can get him zoomed in real good. So he's supposed to have a front pilot, and I took him off because the track that I was using that first Christmas was not too good, and he kept wanting to throw the pilot. So yeah. So all right, yeah, and there's the metal type tender. Some of these came with, and probably not with the Scout set, as a whistle tender where, you know, you can make them whistle. But since this is the cheaper set, if it didn't even come with that, it probably would not have come with the whistle. So right, then the log car, and then the caboose. Now, an interesting thing about this caboose, and I'm going to show you guys, because I had a hard time figuring out what caboose this was until I looked at the the video, what little of it I could see. And I could see it just said this, but when I was looking around, I noticed that the other side of this caboose, it doesn't match. This one's got a number on one side, but it doesn't have the number on the other side. So yeah. So all right, I mean, that definitely makes it this one though. All right, now I can get it on the track, and that's me. That's not the thing. So all right, another reason I don't think that probably these cars would have come with this is because I don't know if you can see it or not, but the tender here has an electromagnetic coupler. I don't think that would have come on the Scout set, but you know, I don't know. As a matter of fact, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think the Scout sets actually had a different type of coupler, and yeah, so I don't know. And y'all can certainly chime in on that. All right, so yes, I think this is a much better look at this same locomotive that we did such a horrible job on showing it to you in the short. You know, I really think the title of the short was and look what we got next, or something like that. And I mean, really, I mean, you couldn't see a single thing. So thank you to whomever pointed that out. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate you watching my videos, and the comments are always welcome, regardless of what they are. And you know, if I can fix it, if I can make it right, I will. All right, guys. Well, this has been the Lionel 1061, and this is kind of the redemption video. The redemption of the short that I put out there. That honestly I didn't really even know was out there. I don't watch my shorts, and I have so few of them that I just, yeah. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you guys will stay tuned for the next one, and we will work on that here shortly. All right, guys. Until next time, GGS Bro is out.